Hello, everybody. Welcome to my women's basketball rantings. This is where I give my thoughts about the happenings in the women's game. If you like this type of content, please like, subscribe, and comment in the comment section below. I put episode notes down in case you just want to jump into whatever section that interests you. If you are still listening, welcome. If you are not, welcome. Let's get started. Today, I'm taking a break from NCAA women's basketball and its numerous upsets, aka NC State and Notre Dame, to talk some WNBA right now. So today is WNBA Free Agency rants. Let's start with some of the hottest news coming out of WNBA Free Agency. I'll start with the one that really shocked me the most. It might not be the hottest to you, but for me, it really shocked me was McCoughtry going to the Minnesota Lynx. I did not see that coming. So most of these free agencies, you kind of saw it coming from a mile away. But for her, I didn't see it coming because number one, I really didn't expect her to leave Vegas because she spent only 1 year with Vegas. Okay, she had a year with Vegas. She was injured. Then she was in the bubble with Vegas. And then they went to the finals. Then she came back and she hurt her ACL. She got injured. So I thought, oh, this was going to be the season where she was going to be healthy and she would come back to Vegas and really help them win a championship. And I felt that if she was in that final series, I think there's no way Vegas would not have at least gone to the finals because there's just so much grit about her, the fact that she has come this close so many times. And I really feel for her. I really want her to win a championship. And I know she's probably one of the best players in the league. And I don't know why so far she has just not been in that position to win a championship. But if you're trying to win a championship, Minnesota Lynx is probably not the best place to be. I know a lot of people think they are really, really good for some reason. They were good, but right now there are other contenders that are better than them, especially now that apart from Silver Fowles, Nafisa Collier is not even playing, one of their best players and the perfect foil for Silver Fowles. So they have just second-rate players. And when I say second rate, I don't mean they are bad players. They are really, really good players. But when you talk of first-rate players in WNBA, you know the type of players we're talking about. We're talking of MVP players. We're talking of Breanna Stewart. We're talking of Jonquil Jones, Aja Wilson. We're talking of Natasha Howard, Joel Lloyd. You know, those are top players. I don't really see, apart from Silver Fowles and Nafisa Collier at some point, I really don't see any top player on that Lynx team. So she going there, I just felt it was really weird. So I'm just going to move on. I don't think it was a good move. So I'm moving on to another really, really good one was Stephanie Dolson going to NY Liberty. I love Stephanie Dolson. I know a lot of people don't really like her like that, but I like her. I think she's fun. I think she's like she's a big that can shoot three. She's very versatile. I love her personality. I like the way she plays, even though I know sometimes she doesn't run as she's not as quick as she should be, probably because of her size. But she's definitely very, very dominant, and that's really all you ask for. But sometimes she can definitely be bullied. But she's definitely one of the better centers out there, and I think she'll be perfect for New York. One of New York's problem last year was that they did not have a dominant center. So she'll be perfect for New York. The environment is good for her. They're young. She's young. So it's just perfect. I love that fit. And I think she's going to really give New York the facelift it needs. I think New York is going to be good this year. So I'm cool with that. Another move was Elizabeth Williams to Washington Mystics. I've never really rated Elizabeth Williams as one of the top players in the league. I just don't like the way she plays. I don't know, for a center, I don't think she's as dominant as she should be. In Atlanta last year, I don't think she really made a difference on that team. Even though the team was rubbish. So I think she wasn't really that great. So her coming in and replacing Tina Charles. Tina Charles is like Tina Charles. Why didn't It's fine. We don't know yet. Tina Charles is still a question mark. I'll talk more about her later. So Elizabeth Williams coming into Washington Mystics. Personally, I think it reduces the strength of the Washington Mystics team. But this brings me to my second free agency move I want to talk about, which is Emma Meesseman, who I am in love with as a player. I think she's one of the best players in the league. I know it's controversial, but she's really, really good. She's very versatile. She's very crafty. You don't see her coming. She's that type of player. She has so many moves. So Emma Meesseman is really good, like really, really good. So Akon leaving Washington. So it's like Washington is less. Yeah, I don't think they're trying to contend. They're honest. Washington is not a contender this year because you bring Elizabeth Williams, you bring Shatori Walter, Kimbrough, I have no idea. Like I don't really know much about her. You bring in, apart from Elena De La Donna, Alicia Clark, and maybe Natasha Cloud. Yeah, those are really good players. But like, where is your supporting cast? Where is your center? Who are you going to use as a center? Elena De La Donna is not a center. Alicia Clark is not a center. So you are using Elizabeth Williams. Let's see, but I'm really, really not convinced. So Emma Meesseman going to Chicago Sky is really, really good. I think Chicago Sky is really going to be really good this year, like even better than they were last year. Last year, I didn't think much of them. I think their championship was a fluke. Quote me, I said what I said. It was just the perfect storm that allowed them win a championship. And that is really what championships are all about. Most times they're about luck, which is why it's so hard to replicate. So last year, I didn't think they had the best of teams and they won a championship. So good for them. So this year, I think they actually do have a championship team this year. Because if you're bringing back Courtney Vandersloot, let's hope she comes back. There's a bit of controversy behind that. So you have Courtney Vandersloot, you have Ali Quigley. She's a sharpshooter. She's definitely one of someone you need to have if you have a championship team, because she brings in instant offense, especially those are 3 points. When they are falling, they are really falling. You have Candice Parker, always a difference maker anywhere she goes. You have Kalia Cooper. Then you add Emma Meesseman. Those are some solid players, but who is their center though? So let's see how the chips fall. Emma Meesseman can also be a center, so let's see. I think they have a very good team this year. Last year, I wasn't really impressed, but this year, maybe because I didn't really know how good Kalia Cooper was, but she's really good. So bringing back Emma Meesseman and Courtney Vandersloot, I think and Candice Parker, I think that's a really, really good team. So Chicago Sky, watch out for them this year. I like their moves. I really like their moves. We moved to my favorite team. Surprised I didn't talk about them first. Seattle Storm. So really no surprises with Seattle Storm. They brought back their big two. We're waiting for Sue Bird. She's obviously coming back. So Sue Bird, I know people think Sue Bird is a very good player. She is. Like, Sue Bird is my go-to. She's fantastic. Everything she about that. But she is 41. So she definitely might not be as effective as she would have been, let's say a 2020 Sue Bird, but I don't really know her condition. But we have to be realistic. She is 41. She might not like be able to keep up with the quicker guards. So I want to know what Seattle has as her backup. She can't be playing the minutes she played in 2021. That is unrealistic. That's probably what ended up causing all the trouble that happened down the stretch. So they need to bring in someone for Sue Bird, and I don't think Briann January was the answer. So I'm probably expecting them to bring in another point guard that would help Sue Bird, the way they brought in Jordin Canada. So I'm really hoping all the cards fall for Seattle in the right place. Sue Bird is fantastic. I feel that with limited minutes and just keeping her sharp at the right time, Sue Bird can make magic happen. But if you play her and run her to the ground, especially throughout a season, she won't say no. Definitely, she's a player. But at the end of the day, she's going to get weared out. So please let them get someone to help Sue Bird. I don't think Briann January is the answer. I think Briann January is a fantastic ad, even though I think she should come off the bench. I think she would definitely be better than a Candice Dupree. But I'm still not sold on where she would fit in and if she's the one that is supposed to help Sue Bird. If she's the one that is supposed to help Sue Bird, no. I don't think so. I think we need a pure point guard. So either you get one on the draft, there's some really good ones coming out this year, or you get one on the market. Someone young, someone good, someone that you can develop, someone that has energy, someone that can pop in and pop out, and someone that can shoot the three. Someone like a Dana Evans. I think Dana Evans would have been perfect for Seattle. So I don't know why they didn't pick that. I think she would have actually been a really good fit for Seattle at that point guard position, because she's like kind of versatile and she can really come in to just help at the right time. So for Seattle moves, they're bringing back their big three. There was so much speculation about Joe Lloyd meeting with Liberty, Breanna Stewart meeting with Liberty. But the thing about these things is that if they're free agents, of course they should see meet people. And yeah, Seattle, I don't know really much about their future, but from what I can see, once Subed leaves, they really don't have a long-term plan, which I'm surprised, because I really thought they did. They seem like a team that had a long-term plan, and maybe that's why Breanna Stewart signed a one-year deal. And then people were saying, oh, she was going to leave on Subed possibly last season. You guys, there's something called loyalty. Read it up. You just don't leave a team that gave you, whether you like it or not, you won 2 championships with, just high and dry the first chance you get. You don't do that. No matter how big of a superstar you are, you just don't do that. You don't do that. You give the team a chance to prove itself to you, and then you make a decision. So I think this one-year deal was for her making a decision, like, okay, let's see what Seattle has for me now that I'm a free agent, and then we'll move from there. So either way, Seattle moves. I'm not convinced yet. I like the fact that they brought back Mercedes Russell, but I feel only Mercedes Russell can't help Seattle. We need another center, which brings me to Tina Charles. Tina Charles must come to Seattle. I am begging you, Tina Charles, please come to Seattle. You are the answer to our prayer. If Tina Charles comes to Seattle, there is no way we are not winning a championship this year. I'm not joking. She's going to be exactly what she's going to be, the Natasha Howard Seattle needs to clinch that deal. Please come to Seattle. I'm begging you. But from what I can see, they said she's going to Phoenix. I don't think that's a good idea. But hey, I don't know. I hope she doesn't. I think that's going to be a terrible idea. I think she should go stay in Seattle. Seattle is fun. Subed is there. Breanna Stewart is there. They love you. They are very open. It's exactly what you need. Breanna Stewart has won 2 championships in the 2 years she has played in the final. So each your train to that train, or each your luggage that train the way Subed did, and you could just get a championship. And she's a fantastic player. She led the league in scoring last year. So please give Tina Charles, please come to Seattle. Please don't go to Phoenix. Please, I'm not really a fan of Phoenix. I pray you don't go to Phoenix. Too many superstars. It's just not going to be a mess. It's going to be a mess. So just running through. Courtney Williams going to Connecticut. I love that move. I think she might just be what they need. Because Briann January, for all she is not that good a scorer. She just does not. Because I always see her, she tries to shoot the threes and she never makes it. Like, why do you bother shooting the three? Just stick to defense. She's not that good of a shooter. Courtney Williams can shoot. Courtney Williams can rebound. Courtney Williams is a high energy player. She just goes for it. I love the way she plays. I think she's just the kind of energy that Connecticut somewhere needs to become a contender. So the chips are still falling. The chips are still falling. But so far, I'm liking the chips where they are falling. At least I liked where they fell for Seattle, even though I'm still skeptical about that Briann January trade, but it's fine. It's better than them losing Joe Lloyd and Breanna Stewart. So I'm cool with that. Then, so I'll just run through the question marks. Where are these people going to fall? Question mark number 1, Tina Charles. I've spoken about that. Question mark number 2, Liz Cambage. She's clearly not going to Vegas. Personally, she was a terrible fit for Vegas. I don't know why she was there. She and A'ja Wilson just did not gel together. I felt they played better when she was off the floor. where is Liz going? Liz is still a very valuable player in the league. Very controversial, but hey, I love controversy. I love gossip. I love Liz Cambage in the league. I think she just adds the spice the league needs. And we definitely need more players like Liz Cambage. I hate when women try to be all, oh, I have to follow the rules. Oh, I have to be perfect, say the right things, be a role model. Just I don't believe that. There have a lot of colorful personalities in this league. Let it shine. If you're bad, you're bad. If you're good, you're good. There's some really good women. I'm okay with that. Like, they say the right things, they do the right. They're cool. That's fine. I have no problem with that. But if you're not that, please be yourself. Like Liz Cambage, she's definitely not one of the, oh, I always say the right things, trying to be all the role model and things like that. She's not. And she lets it show. Let it show. Be yourself. So I love Liz Cambage in the league. I love Diana Taurasi in the league. These people are just themselves. I love Courtney Williams in the league. And people always say, oh, these women have to be perfect. They don't have to be perfect. They just have to be themselves. And if themselves land them in trouble, that's who they are. They'll face the consequences for their action, but that's just who they are. Just sorry about that. That was my mini rant. We don't know where Liz Cambage is going. She might end up at LA Sparks, which I think would be perfect for her. Honestly, just add to their defense. They have terrible players anyway. She might as well just come and just give them the little spark they need to shine. Where is Jordin Canada going? She's definitely not going to be in Seattle. From all what I'm hearing, I don't think she's going to be in Seattle anymore. Personally, I like Jordin Canada, but I don't think she worked for Seattle anymore. She was just not the point guard they needed. They need someone that can shoot the three, and she just can't. For some reason, I don't know why. She doesn't even try. I don't know. She just wasn't a good fit for Seattle anymore, and I feel really bad. But I think she'll be perfect in LA. She can go in Atlanta. She might even work for Indiana. So let's see how Jordin Canada goes. I'm cool with her. Another question mark could be Diamond Deshields, which they said she's going to Phoenix. I really don't care where she lands. But wherever she lands, I think she would really like help that team. But she's not really someone that is going to like be a difference maker and suddenly turn a team that was not a championship contender already into a championship contender. She's not going to do that, but she will definitely help like solidify the championship contending, if you get what I mean. Like, if she can definitely come and bring a lot of energy from the bench. She can actually be a very good energetic person. She can be a very good defensive starter. Like, she can start, but she'll be like defense and just give the buckets and things like that. Like something like what Briann would do for Seattle, or Alicia Clark did for Seattle the last time. Just someone that is very, very energetic, but she's not really going to make any difference. But she's definitely, it's very interesting to see where she ends up, seeing as she is not going back to Chicago. I don't know why she wasn't going back to Chicago, because I would have taken her in Chicago. I think she brought a lot of value. But she's definitely a question mark. And so that's how the free agency is shaking up. I'm loving the moves so far. And it's going to be a great season. Like, everybody's loading up. I just hope Seattle does not make the mistake they did last year and get a player that like Candice Dupree that did not add anything to the team. There are so many quiet teams right now. So let's talk Indiana Fever. What are they doing? Nobody knows. Nobody cares. Terrible team. Terrible front office. I don't think anybody wants to play them. What is Dallas doing? Nothing. What is LA Sparks doing? Well, apart from this Cambage news, not really had anything. They're just waving their players. So some teams are making moves, some teams are really not. I think some teams are just waiting for all the moves to be made, and then they'll just take whatever's left, I guess. And those are definitely not contenders. I would like to see how everything shakes up. Thanks for listening to my WNBA rants, and have a good day. Thank you.